In starting today's episode, I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. But most importantly, thank you for choosing you. I'm really sorry that it took you so long to focus on yourself, but it's okay because we're here now and I'm rooting for you. So you got this. Secondly, I'm Jade. I'm still not the best with introducing myself, but I'll get there eventually. Thirdly, I'm going with the laws of human nature. Today's episode won't be about this book though, but per my previous video, I did not know what book to start with, so I figured I'd just tell you guys in this one. Today I'd like to talk a bit about friendships and relationships as we journey with ourselves. Shout out to everyone in your life who's actively seeing you through to being a better version of you. Sometimes we take our friends or partners a little bit for granted. We're used to them being there, and whatever we go through and however we go through it, we just kind of bring them along for the ride. And sure, they stick around sometimes involuntarily, but they love you and they care for you. And so they're just like, man, screw it. I'm with her or I'm with him. And yes, this journey is about you, but they are a part of you. You chose them to be part of your circle. So I would hope that they're very important to you. I'd hope that you treat them with the utmost respect. I hope that you are not taking them for granted. I hope that you are taking just a moment as you journey with yourself to just thank them for being there. Sometimes they stick around through everything. Some of them, of course, as humans, they're gonna tell you about what they don't like and what they're in support of. Because, it's happening to you, but it's happening to them too, especially if they're like your close friend and they are like front row with you through everything. Sometimes we forget to say thank you. And I'd like for you to make a habit of that because they deserve that. They're champions, Lately, they haven't been really shy about telling me all the ways that they are disappointed in me. And when I listen to them, I understand that, okay, I could have done that way better. And it's not necessarily like a bad thing. Thankfully, I'm blessed enough to have some amazing people in my life, whether they might be my partner or whether they might be my friends. They're like really amazing people. And I'm just like, the fact that y'all put up with me, y'all must like really, really love me, or you're really, really crazy. Sometimes we do take for granted the moments that we have with someone until it gets really bad or until we push them a little bit too far, and then you're like, whoa, I could have taken that a little bit easier and I could have handled that way better. I know that for me personally, I've been blessed enough to have amazing friends. And though I am blessed enough, and though I understand the importance of them to me, I'm not always the best person to them. And hear me out. I'm not the best person in terms of going deep. I don't let them in on the things that bothers me, the things that hurts me. Like, sure, I might give them surface level things and I might probably talk to them about whatever disappoints me, but I kind of just like brush it off and deal with it because that's just how I've dealt with things. I've kind of I don't complain about it. I just keep it to myself. Like, sure, if it bothers me, I'd be like, man, I can't believe that X, Y, and Z happened, but it's cool. It's no big deal. And then that's it. That's all I say. I just leave it there. And the friends I have, they don't really push me to say, talk about it, open up about it. I want to hear more about it. I think they've just accepted the fact that I can be a little bit dismissive or a lot. I've found that a very common theme is that I am dismissive, which I didn't really think I am. I just feel like I deal with things by just saying, okay, it happened. And maybe it's a part of my stoicism journey where I can't control things or certain things, so I really don't try to stress about it. But I get I guess that like on a human perspective, like on a deeper level, they would like me to share why it frustrates me, why it made me angry, why it disappointed me. Me, pretty much, I'm okay. And so for that, they just feel like, okay, Jada, I feel like you pushed me away. And I'm just like, to me, it's news to me, because I'm like, huh? How did I push you away? And so I've been listening to the few friends I have as they share their discomforts, and they share the things that I'm doing that is causing pain to their heart. And that's not my intention, so I'm listening. If you have people in your life who are really interested in your mental and emotional well-being, then I guess don't be like me. You know, be there with them how they'd like you to be. Be vulnerable, be open, talk about things. I guess just share it in lengths so that they can verify your humanity, I guess. For me, you know, it's a work in progress. I'm not very good at being affectionate to things and dealing with things. I kind of just close it out and shut the door on it, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. It's news to me. I never really thought much of it. I've always just operated in that way. I guess when I view it from their perspective, then I can understand why they'd come to that conclusion and why they feel like I behave pretty robotic when it comes to things that should, I guess, upset you a certain kind of way. I don't think I've ever had like the luxury of just basking into whatever happened or whatever is happening. I've just had to deal with it by not dealing with it. And when you adapt a mindset like that, then after a while it just becomes a routine, and then it becomes a part of you. And until someone points it out, or until multiple people point it out, you don't necessarily give it like a second thought, because you know you had to survive. But I guess now that we're no longer in survival mode and we're trying to heal, then of course you hear them out. So for the friends that you have that have journeyed with you, that have really been there through the thin or thick of it, that has just shown up and supported you whichever way the wind blows, yeah, we can do a little bit better with showing them that we actually appreciate them being here. You know, of course, you can say it a million times, but if they really mean a lot to you, then I guess you have to just start showing them. And that's a new challenge that I am unlocking. You know, I am going to try to not just remain surface level with my emotions or with my feelings on things. But I cannot promise that it's going to be smooth sailing. It's not something I'm used to. But if all the friends I've had complains about the same thing, then yeah. I don't think I'm like an avoidant person. I just think I'm kind of just like, life happens, you know? But there are things I suck up. So I guess for them, I will make the necessary adjustments, and hopefully it will steer us in the right direction. But I just feel like, and I don't think it has anything with being like the strong one, but I think for the people like me who just brush things off and just deal with it as is and not put too much feelings or have too many feelings involved, I don't really look at us like we're just dismissive or that we're rejecting vulnerabilities. I don't feel like we reject vulnerability. I don't think that we try to detach on purpose. I don't think that we just want to be villainized when it comes to the emotional aspects of life. I just feel like sometimes when you've just gone through so much and processed so much, especially at a very young age, then as you grow into adulthood, you just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an excuse because there's no excuse, really. It's just like a sense of being. That's just who I am. But they do mean a lot to me, so I have no problem trying to readjust my approach. And hopefully it's not too late. But yeah, everyone pretty much complained about the same thing, so I think that I really should look into that. If you're anything like me and you have amazing people, please don't forget that even though you're the strong one, and even though you handle things by not necessarily handling it, and even though you're just tough, they would like to know what it's like to see you. They would like to know that you bleed too. They would like to show up for you in the same ways that you've shown up for them. And maybe the only way they think they can help you is just by allowing you to be as vulnerable with them as they are with you. Not necessarily like kind of a payback, but more like a I got you kind of thing. So shout out to all those amazing partners. Shout out to all those amazing friends. And it's not that we don't want to open up and connect. It's just that I don't know. I don't think it was a role that everyone was meant to fill. But nothing beats a trial but a failure. So I guess we'll try. And so thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to share that with you today. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.